Richards, that book which you wanted is out at present. However, I could put your name on reserve.
It seems every time I come in here, the book I want is always out. This library is quite different from the way it used to be. I remember just coming into the door and they would know immediately the book I wanted. New faces, new ideas.
It's better, don't you think? Do you realize, Mrs. Richards, books are being read more and libraries are encouraging the young people to read?
A lot of trash. Dreadful writings.
But a lot of good books, too.
Young man, we've not been introduced.
Don't you remember me, Mrs. Richards? I used to deliver your newspaper. Robert Wicker.
Jeremiah Wicker's grandson? My word, time does go so fast. Have you been around here for some time?
No, I'm home on vacation. I'm a writer for television. Needed to take a few days off, and I decided to look up my favorite girl.
That's another thing. She is too young to be the head librarian. With a responsible job such as you both have, you should be at least 20 years older.
Here, let me help you with the door. Good night, Mrs. Richards.
And you'd be better off being a lawyer like your grandfather than writing trash, young man. Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Richards.
That tells me where I should be.
Oh, dear, she is a dear person. I would miss her complaints and her caustic remarks.
When do you close the inner sanctum?
Mr. Wicker, within 7 minutes, the library will be closed for the night. Let me put these books in the bins.
Need any help?
Get out of here. You mixed them all up.
Oh, you sure have improved this place. I remember as a kid, I was always scared to come in here when the sun was going down. It cast a shadow.
Well, we tried to keep a little of the old and mingle the new.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she'd seen what she had done, gave her father 41.
Robert, stop kidding around.
What'd you say, Beth?
Stop making silly poems.
I didn't say anything.
You did, too. I'm almost ready to leave.
What did I say?
You know what you said.
What?
You know from that play. The story of Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden took an axe.
Why in the world would I say that?
Well, if you didn't, we have a ghost in the library.
Beth, I made reservations at the inn for dinner, so let's move with it.
That was so plain, that saying. And of course you do enjoy playing jokes. Now for my coat and the light, and good night.
My car, Betsy.
Don't call me that. My name is Beth.
Boy, this job sure has a hold on you.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm tired. The inn will be a good place to relax. This is what I call relaxing. A delicious meal, good conversation,
And good company.
Good company.
Beth, I'm going to ask you again to come to New York with me and be my wife. Beth, are you listening to me?
What did you say?
You're positively scared out of your wits. What's the matter? Does such a proposal of marriage to me sound that frightening?
Why do they taunt me? I don't like being ridiculed. Don't they know I'm suffering? This heat. Why does it have to be so torrid in August? I hate them. I hate every one of them.
Beth, what are you saying? Are you all right? Beth!
What? Oh, Robert, did I faint or something?
No, but you said something. You were imitating someone. All right, so what does Sarah Bernhardt expect from this performance?
What did I say?
Oh, come on.
Oh, my God, Robert, this is serious. I don't know what I said.
Beth, come off it. If you aren't feeling well, let's go.
I don't know what I said, and I seem to be someone else.
She's asleep, Robert. Poor dear seems exhausted. She's been working very hard.
Oh, I wish you could have seen her eyes when she said that to me. She wasn't Beth at all, but some older person. And her face seemed almost distorted. I'm worried, Mrs. Wilder.
Do you think I should call Dr. Craven?
I really think you should.
Oh, dear. You frighten me, Robert. You don't think she's having a mental collapse, do you?
No, it's different than that. I just can't explain it. Yes, I'd get in touch with her, doctor. I'll call you tomorrow.
Well, maybe sleep will do her well.
Yes, yes. Good night, Mrs. Wilder.
Good night, Robert.
Bridget, what's the matter with you?
I'm not feeling well. It's that mutton stew we had last night.
Papa and Mama aren't feeling well this morning either. But that doesn't excuse you from doing the windows today.
In this eat, Miss Lizzie?
The sooner you get to it, the better. I'm going to get some hooks for the fishing.
Are you going fishing in this eat?
Mind your business.
Yes'm. Ugly as ever. That Lizzie Borden is plumb crazy, if you ask me.
What did you say?
Nothing important.
Now to my work.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she'd seen what she had done, gave her father 41.
Shh. It's all right. Did I frighten you?
Did I scream?
Yes.
My dear God, I could hear myself scream. I was screaming, Dr. Craven. Am I going stark raving mad?
Of course not. You're tired. What frightens you is in your dreams.
That's it. I cannot remember when I come out of the spell. It's a total blank.
Miss Lizzie, I do declare this August 4th is the oddest one I've ever seen.
Did you get the front windows washed?
As best I could. I got to go up and lie down. My poor stomach is all upset after the stew we had last night and with this eat.
Well, then go on up. But you come on down, we can get Papa's food ready this noon.
Here's your papa now. He's home early.
Oh, yes. So he is.
I'm not feeling too well. I thought I'd come home early and lie down a while.
Then you won't want any food this noon, Mr. Borden.
No, thank you, Bridget.
Oh, go on, Bridget.
I'm gonna lie down.
I said go on. You'd think she was the only one with an upset stomach. Mrs. Borden is lying down, too, upstairs.
I wished you wouldn't call her that.
She's my stepmother, and I'll not call her anything else. I detest her.
She'll hear you.
Don't care if she does. Ever since she's come here, this house has been most unhappy. Thank God I've got a sister, Emma.
You have me.
Of course. Yet my own father would not give his only daughter the meager stocks. Instead, you turned them over to her.
Please don't nag, Lizzie. I'm not feeling well and I wish to lie in peace for a little.
It's lucky Emma's out of town. She didn't have to hear about those murders not far away from here. Your wife was pretty scared. Your cousin knows how to tell stories. Too bad he couldn't have stayed with us for a while. I suppose by now he's miles away from here.
That will be enough.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she'd seen what she had done, gave her father 41.
Never cared for me. He only cared just for her. I hate her, and I hate him. I'm going to show them. They think they can leave me out. Well, this will teach them. This will teach them. There, it's done. Bridget! Bridget!
Yes, Miss Lizzie.
Father has been murdered by an axe. You better get some help.
Dreams. Mostly dreams, Dr. Knowlton. They're horrifying. I wake up not remembering.
All right. Sometimes I'm told that you start talking as another person. Your voice is different and your personality.
This is what's so frightening. This doesn't mean I'm going mad, does it?
No. But it's something more in the science of the mind.
Dual personality?
Not in this case. But there is a personality which is not yours, but possesses you at the time.
I don't understand.
It's rare, but it does exist. I've heard of people being possessed by the devil.
Oh, I hope I'm not.
In this case, it's a person who either lives now or who has lived. That's what we got to find out. They are using your mind and your body.
It's dreadful. Why me?
Beth, you're an intelligent girl. You mustn't fear what I'm going to ask of you. I would like to do a bit of hypnotizing.
No, I couldn't.
You want to end this frightening nightmare, don't you? It's the only way I can help you to find out who it is that's really trying to dominate your body and mind.
Oh, I hate this.
It's my help for you.
When does it all begin?
Today. But first, I must have your true consent.
Yes, anything.
Beth, I want to help you.
Dr. Knowlton, I'm at the point of just wanting to be free of this, and I know you want to help me.
Robert wants to talk with you for a few minutes. Then I'll come back and we'll try to get him some answers, huh?
Does Robert know about this?
I hope you don't mind, but I have told him my theory.
My mother.
I didn't want to alarm her. She just realizes that you need some rest.
Oh, thank you for sparing her. When I don't even know what it's all about, I don't think we should confuse her.
I'll get Robert. Robert, can you come in here?
Hi.
Hi. Well, you certainly are different, aren't you?
Step right up and look at the freak.
Ah, such a beautiful freak. I do think this is to sort of add drama to my vacation. That's what you're doing, isn't it?
I wish it were as simple as that.
It will be.
Robert, I'm afraid.
Look, you aren't the only one this has happened to. There's a story of Bridey Murphy.
You probably write this all up for one of your mystery shows.
And you have to admit it's a hell of an idea. Beth, remember back in the library, you said you heard something I didn't hear?
It was a rhyme from the Fall River legend about Lizzie Borden. Remember how it goes? Lizzie Borden took an axe. She gave her mother... Oh, it's so warm.
Doc, come in here. It's happening again.
Just don't stand there. Get someone to come here and help.
Oh, Miss Lizzie, all that blood and he alive just a while ago. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what we've got to find out. Get help, girl.
I'm scared. It's that murderer they was talking about.
Get out of here and keep your mind and wits about you. Oh, it's so warm in here. I hate August. If only Emma were here. You'd think your own sister would be here.
Why, what are you burning on this hot day?
It's an old dress. I got paint on it. Will you please get someone? I don't care who.
You won't be scared? I mean, with him in the parlor?
If you don't get someone, I'll go myself and leave you with the body.
I'm going.
Such an idiot. Such an idiot. Wash my hands. Oh, it's so hot. I must comb my hair. I must look a mess.
Oh, Lizzie, I'm so sorry. You poor dear. And to find your father. Oh, my dear, what can I do to help?
I need someone to stay with me tonight.
Of course. Your stepmother. Doesn't she know?
Oh, she's having a nap. I forgot to tell her.
She should be told. I'll tell her. Please, my dear, sit down and I'll go upstairs and get your stepmother.
Miss Borden, I realize this isn't a very pleasant ordeal for you, but there are some questions to be answered.
Yes, I'll try to answer them as best as I can. I wish Emma were here. She's my sister, you know. She's out of town this week.
She has been sent for, Miss Borden.
Oh, dear God. It's Mrs. Borden. She's been murdered, too.
Is she all right?
This is unbelievable. Here it is, the 1970s, and this story it's unveiled before our very eyes. Took place in 1892. You remember the Lizzie Borden case?
Oh, my God. Is Beth?
She's reliving this legend.
Is it a sort of a nightmare?
No, it's more than that. She is Lizzie Borden.
Oh, that's not possible.
Well, it's as I thought. She is possessed. The Bridey Murphy Theory, you know. I know it sounds incredible and dramatic, but you heard her and you saw her face as she talked.
You mean she is talking to the people of that time? Dr. Knowlton, this is too far out. I'm afraid I'm not with you.
She's given me permission to hypnotize, and this is probably the best time to. She has rested a little.
Is it all right for me to be here?
Please, I may need you. Beth? Beth, it's Dr. Knowlton. There now. How do you feel, Beth?
Did you hypnotize her, Dr. Knowlton?
Not yet. Beth, look at me. Beth, you're going to feel very tired.
I do already.
Okay, now. Just relax and feel all the tensions going away. So sleepy. So relaxed. So sleepy. Keep looking at me. That's it. How relaxing it is. Now you're in a deep sleep. A deep, deep, deep sleep. You must tell me. What is Lizzie Borden thinking now?
I don't like all the people. They're coming into my house. It's so warm. Even the night is going to be warm. So many questions. That Bridget, she talks too much. It's my house. Papa would want me to have this house.
Are you frightened?
I'm strong. I was not always the prettiest, but I'm strong. I'll not let them know my true feelings. They think it's shock. Of course it's shock. The town banker killed by an axe, and so was Mrs. Borden.
Do you feel any guilt, Lizzie?
No. Why should I feel guilty?
Some people might think you have done this terrible crime.
It'll never be proven.
But did you commit this crime?
People will wonder why I can stay in this house. I'm not afraid. I'm very strong.
Of course you're strong.
My sister is weak. She cries a lot. She's a simple creature.
What else about your sister?
She's older than I am, but I feel older. I'm 32 years of age.
Did you love your father?
He married her, my stepmother. I hate her.
Would you have hated enough to kill?
I'm very well respected. I'm very quiet.
But you have a temper.
So does she.
Who's she?
Mrs. Borden. She was always bothering to listen when Emma and I wanted to talk.
Please, Lizzie, for my sake. You should be able to tell more to help your case.
Emma, what is there more to say? I've told it all.
It's the townspeople. They can be very cruel. They are saying things.
What things?
The day you went to the store, you bought rat poisoning. They are wondering about that.
What's so wrong about rat poisoning? We have rats in the cellar. It's frightening to know they're looking at you while you're down for preserves.
You had quarreled with Papa about the stock he'd given to Mama, instead of you.
Don't call her Mama. She was not our own Mama. I hate being kept in this jail. It's no place for a lady.
Bridget said she saw you burning a dress in the stove that morning. Why on such a hot day?
You think I murdered Papa and her. You think I'm guilty.
I would not tell anyone, but it might relieve your mind, and you could be helped.
You think I'm insane. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty of anything.
All right, Lizzie, all right. Send me a message if you want anything. Some fresh blouses.
I was in the barn when it happened. Even the ice cream man saw me walking to the house.
Yes, I know, dear. It will soon be over. The trial has been long, and you are tired.
Yes, I am tired.
And you are very brave.
Yes.
I'm sure I could not have done as well with all those people. And they do say such awful things in the papers.
Will you be there this afternoon?
Of course. Now try to rest until then.
I can't eat anything. My stomach feels upset. Is it going to rain? It looks dark outside.
The weather is supposed to be fair.
I hate warm weather. August has that kind of weather.
Try to rest. Guard, I'm ready to leave now.
I can't rest. There's too much to think about. Who are you?
Look at her look at you. It's frightening. She has Beth's body, but all of a sudden she looks trained and older.
Shh, don't say anything. Are you worried about this afternoon?
Why should I be worried? There's nothing to be worried about.
Do you think they'll find you guilty?
I don't know. It'll be a shame if they do.
Why do you want to possess Beth Wilder's mind and body?
I don't know a Beth Wilder.
Do you have some purpose to come here at this time?
I don't think she's going to answer you.
We're dealing with a very clever woman. Where are you going, Lizzie?
Should you let her walk about like that?
Keep the door closed. Let's just see what she does.
I can't believe this is the Beth I know and love.
Watch her.
What is she doing?
She's washing her hands.
Lady Macbeth?
Shh. Is there something you need?
I have to comb my hair. Would you please leave the room?
Are you getting ready for the trial?
They're waiting for me.
Now she's going to enact the afternoon trial.
God, this is uncanny.
Aren't there any more seats? Aren't there any more seats?
Sorry, the courthouse is filled. You folks are laughing back out of the doors. Courthouse is filled. Everybody out. Everybody out.
And this was a most important afternoon. The jury was to come in at 2 with the verdict.
Do you believe she's guilty? I believe she is. You'll have to admit she was laying like all during the trial.
All right, the Honorable Judge Peters from the county seat of New Bedford in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts is now about ready to make his appearance.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she'd seen what she had done, gave her father 41.
Dr. Knowlton. Robert, what are you doing here?
I asked him to stay. Beth, we've been learning a great deal about you.
Is it something dreadful? Am I going mad?
No, but after tonight's rest, maybe another session tomorrow, I shall have some answers for you.
Well, can't you tell me about it now?
Oh, I think you've been through quite enough for one day.
Dr. Knowlton has a theory.
It is a person taking possession of you until she has been told that she is not guilty. Then she'll free you and leave you to be free.
Just like that.
My thinking is correct.
Is she some sort of witch? Shouldn't I know who she is?
No, not until it's over.
The doctor is right, you know. And Beth, when this is over, well, we'll talk, huh?
Well, this happened to me again.
No, not if we can release the possession.
I just think I'm having some dreadful nightmare.
Well, think of it that way. But know that you've got people to help you. She never did.
Who is she?
Beth, please now.
Well, maybe I can sleep through the night.
If you get frightened, we'll be right downstairs.
Tell Mom not to worry.
That's my department. Good night, Beth.
Good night.
Wait, Doctor. Wait, Doctor. Something is happening again. Maybe we should stay. She may need us.
You're right. She's getting up and moving to wash at the wash bowl. She's washing her hands. Lizzie? Lizzie, do you want to talk?
It's been so warm. I have to comb my hair. We have the verdict this afternoon.
What happens when you know the verdict?
Arrest
How often have you been going through this trial?
every year.
And you choose someone to help you go through this again and again?
I get very tired. And it's always so warm. When I think about August, I have to go to the trial now.
Order! Order! Will the defendant, Elizabeth Borden, please rise and face the jury?
Lizzie, the judge is speaking to you.
I heard him.
Will the foreman of the jury face the defendant and read the verdict of the jurors?
We find the defendant, Elizabeth Borden, not guilty.
Please, let her through. Please, let us pass. Please, let us through. Around to this side door. Come on. Now are you going back to the house?
I don't know where I want to be. I know I don't have to be back here.
You can come and stay with my friend and me for tonight.
Well, perhaps I should tonight. I told you I wasn't guilty.
Before we get to my friend's house, I want you to know something. I cannot go back to that house again, and I cannot ever live in the same house as you.
That's all right. I understand. I expect to live alone. I don't mind living alone.
The horses are waiting. Come.
I wonder who'll buy the house on 2nd Street. No one will buy it because of ghosts. I'm free. Emma doesn't talk too much about it. I'm happier than she is. Perhaps she doesn't know what to say to me. But I'm free. I'm the only one who can enjoy my freedom. I'm free. Free.
She seems to be asleep, Dr. Holt.
The person you see sleeping is Beth. See how she looks? That haunted look is gone.
This should be written up and told to scientists.
Would you want to exploit your fiancée? Do you realize what this could do to her?
But the medical knowledge, you know what I mean. I just feel others should know.
You love her too much for that. I'm going to ask you on your honor that you'll never tell what happened in this room.
Doctor,
for her sake.
She'll have to know. I know Beth well enough.
All she has to know is what we've already told her. A mere possession. That we didn't know the person, but that she has gone.
This is a switch.
Not really. What Beth has been through, a lot of this could be illusions, dreams, even a nightmare. The real from the unreal.
I still say it's deceiving her.
She is free of that spirit now.
Are we so sure she isn't vulnerable for someone else?
No. As far as Lizzie Borden is concerned, she'll choose another body the next time.
Perhaps that person will tell and help science.
No, I'm afraid not. This is so rare, most of us feel that it's too new a science to tangle with. And we'll just have to wait for another generation to understand more.
Oh, what a story this is.
And it can't be written. Quiet. Hello, Beth. Did you sleep well?
You really have to go back this afternoon?
Oh, I wish I could have stayed longer, but the next time I'm going to demand that you return with me.
Oh, I think that can be arranged. Robert, I'm sorry I had such a time while you were here. I guess I was overtired, what with the extension on the library. I feel so much better. I just needed rest.
No problem. I understand.
What's that you've got under your arm?
Just some reading material.
For your television writings, right?
Research, that's all.
Come on, let me see. Books are my business.
Okay, it's the Fall River legend, Lizzie Borden. I guess you gave me an idea when you heard that quote.
What quote?
About Lizzie Borden.
Oh, I'm afraid you lost me. What do you mean?
You really don't remember?
She was acquitted, wasn't she? It's a fantastic story.
Yes, she was acquitted. The New York Sun at the time wrote, a chain of circumstantial evidence is strong only if it is strong in every link. The chain tested at New Bedford the past 12 days was proved fragile indeed, not merely at one place, but in about every link. Now, there will always be that question, did she or didn't she?
Have you ever been to Fall River, Robert?
No, why?
On our honeymoon, let's take in the New England states and stop over in Fall River, Massachusetts.
I thought you preferred the Caribbean.
The temperature gets warm there in August. It wouldn't be a good time to go to Fall River for some people. It would be the best time for me.